In the previous video, we took a look at Smart Art inside of Microsoft Word and how we can use it to create images or illustrations to help students learn. In this video, I want to take a look at the Charts feature, which allows you to take data and turn it into an illustration, a chart, or a graph, again to help improve understanding and retention of a concept. Now, on this document is one of my favorite statistics about communication. It's a fact that I found in a great book by Eric Palmer titled Teaching the Core Skills of Listening and Speaking. Now, it seems like in schools that we teach a lot of writing and reading. However, they only make up 9% and 16% of the time that we spend communicating. How much time do we really spend teaching students to speak, or especially listen? In my opinion, just showing these numbers isn't very impactful though. I want to take this information and put it into a more powerful visual representation. So what I'm going to do is first make sure that my cursor is where I would like this illustration to be. I'm going to go up to the top and click on Insert. And instead of Smart Art, this time I'm going to select Chart. Now, when I do this, we'll be able to first decide on the type of graph or chart that we want to create. And you can see here, there are a ton of different options. If I click down, we even have maps, we have radar, sunburst, histograms, and more. In this case, I think a pie chart would be best for illustrating this. Once I select pie, up here I have different ways that I could have that pie chart look. I'm going to go with that far left traditional one, and I'll click on OK. Now, once I do this, two important things happen. We first get the basis for our illustration, and as you can see, it's a generic one. It says sales, and then just has some random data in here. But we also get this Excel spreadsheet, and inside of here is where the information is that correlates with the illustration below. So I'm going to move this a little bit so I can see the numbers. And what I want to do first is to go ahead and change these. So I'm going to type in listening, and then over here I'll put in 45, and then I'll continue to enter these in. Okay, so once I have that information in, you can see that it has adjusted the pie chart accordingly. Then if I want to go up here though, I still have sales up at the top, which I do not want. So I'm going to go up here and actually type in time spent communicating. I'll hit enter, and as you can see, it changes the title of that. Now, I'll click somewhere off of my chart. I'll close out this, and here we have the chart or the illustration that I created. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and again, up at the top, we get chart tools. So here I can change the design. If I wanted to, I could go with a different look. This is a lighter colored one with stripes in the back. Here's a darker colored one. I like that. Now, off to the right-hand side, we get some other options. The first one is layout. So do you want to text wrap it and put it ahead or behind of text that you have on the page? Below this, we have chart elements. So if I click here, you can decide if you want to remove the legend, the chart title, data labels, things like that. Here, if I click on data labels, it will put those numbers inside. Now, when I did this, I simply put in the numbers. If I wanted to do it, make it look better, I could put in the percentage signs. And also you can see here, it doesn't contrast very well. So I'm going to keep that off of there for right now. Then you can see here, if I click on the next one, that we can change the color scheme again and filter out anything if we want it to stand out. So if I really wanted to emphasize here that listening is a huge part of this, I could click here on the other ones to get rid of them and keep listening. So there is a lot that you can do with this to create these charts, graphs, illustrations that can help turn data into something that's more memorable, more impactful, and more meaningful. So again, I'll go up here to Insert, click on Chart, and you can see all of these different styles that you have. I highly recommend taking a look at them, finding ones that you can use, and then utilizing this Charts feature.